I often end up cutting funny things and stories out of videos because they just don't fit in right. What? What are the colors supposed to be again? But I've kept a lot aside because they still stand up on their own. Now I'm gonna give them life. Here you go. Hold on. Whoops. I was trying to bait her because I wanted to show how she despawns at that door. And that's how you beat the game, chat. Let's go.
Hey Spiff, do you have any IRL horror stories to share with us?
I can answer both the plant question and the horror story in one, though it's not much of a horror story. One Easter, my older sister brought my parents and I an Easter lily, like a bouquet of Easter lilies. And I didn't know that, but lilies are toxic. Anyway, I had a bit of a thing for eating plants. Weird kid, all right? So I'm going to town on these Easter lilies. And I feel fine. But then somebody looks at the Easter lilies and is like, holy shit, the cat's eating the lilies. And if the cat ate the lilies, that's a really big problem because cats are deathly allergic to lilies. But we didn't know if the cat had eaten the lilies or not because I was also eating the lilies and it was impossible to differentiate the difference between me and the cat's lily consumption. So at like midnight, we went to a cat, like an emergency cat vet in case our cat was about to fucking die. And as well, at the same time, while we were at the emergency vet, my mom was on the phone with like the city's poison control to check if I was gonna die too. I felt my throat like get a little tight, but I ended up being fine. Also good news, I don't think the cat ate any lilies. The cat ended up being okay. The cat was fine. I think I was the only consumer of lilies that day. And I felt pretty okay. I don't know. I felt a little off. I was mostly just ashamed. Poison control told me to stop eating plants. I was like 16, by the way. Yeah, it was 16. Okay, I ate plants until that incident.
A wisp bounced off the wall and was heading towards the middle.
Holy shit.
Momo would take a hard bounce off the spinner, sending him right into the wisp.
No. Oh, God.
It was awful.
Oh, God.
Medics rushed over to help him, and after analyzing him, they had to tell the team bad news.
Fuck.
Momo would be out for the rest of the
year.
Nearly all...
Gamble on.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Wow, I'm not usually that close to that. Holy shit.
But I'm afraid you've been
chill. Damn. Once I was watching a speedrun stream. He was speedrunning like Mario Galaxy. Sick game, by the way. And he had somebody in his chat come in and ask people to come watch his stream. And like any streamer, he was like, nah, dude, you can't self-promote in my chat. Especially if I don't even know who you are. And so the kid keeps doing it. And he bans him. And then the kid sends an unban request and DMs the mods asking to be unbanned. So the streamer's like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll unban you. I mean, you know, don't post your Twitch link. And so he gets unbanned and this kid immediately rejoins the stream and starts posting his Twitch link again. So he just bans him again, whatever. But then this streamer has a chat box, by the way, so even banned people can see who's typing in chat. So then this kid starts DMing literally everybody in this guy's chat, saying like, please tell him to unban me. I'll never post my link again. I know it was a mistake. And everybody's just like responding with D's nuts jokes and whatnot.
Got him!
But I go to this kid's stream, and his stream that he's wanting people to come watch is just him watching this other streamer. So like, even if they were to go watch this kid's stream, they'd only end up watching the same guy. It's not the only time he's done that. He goes into streams, he gets banned and proceeds to just fucking DM everybody in chat. He hasn't done it in a long time. Hopefully his account is just like perma-banned. But yeah, it's just crazy. It was crazy. What if... when... Oh, shit. When does the invisible wall go away? I want to see if we can not kill Barry. Oh. Chat, we did it. We saved Barry. I don't know. I think he's gonna die, chat. Fuck you guys! Fuck you guys! You thought you could kill my boy! You can't kill him! Springtrap is not kinda blush emoji. I disagree with that statement. Bankruptcy advice? Yeah, I mean, I told this story just a few weeks ago about how my sister is filed for bankruptcy because of her incident with the Asian Mafia. It's quite a, like, it's a long one, guys. It's quite a, I'll try to summarize it. Essentially, she worked at a cafe, very regular job. She's a barista. She started working for this guy who recently came to Canada with a lot of money, and his play with his lot of money was just to buy a shitload of cafes. So that's what he did. But he didn't know how to run them at all, so he did a terrible job of it. And essentially, Megan's cafe was the smallest, so he ended up just essentially offering her the business. And so you take this barista, regular employee, and suddenly have her running a business. Like, she got all the business licensing, she did all the paying and stuff. He would pay her rent, like her building rent, which makes no sense. Okay, he was just losing money on it. I have no explanation for it. So anyway, she's running this business. He goes bankrupt, and I shit you not, the Asian Mafia buys this guy out and buys all of his cafes. So now they technically own the one that my sister's running. And they still pay her building rent, even though they're not making any money from the business. They send my sister to Vancouver with, like, a credit card to just buy shit because they want her to, like, train the people that are gonna lead her lead their cafe empire. They would have, like, talks about taking over Starbucks. It was unreal, incredibly sketchy, yes. And in that process, she ended up signing a contract which got her stuck running this business that wasn't even profitable. So it gets to the point where she can't even pay herself, even though they're paying the building rent. And she's like, hey guys, I need you to pay me a salary.
Sorry to interrupt, but someone asked.
Oh god, okay, hold on. Quick break.
With the behavior.
I need to not get sidetracked on my story or I'm gonna lose it. I'm sorry, leave. So at one point she's like, you guys gotta pay me a salary or I just can't run this cafe for you anymore. And they're like, no, I can't do that. So she's just running a whole ass business, paying employees and not able to pay herself. Very cool. But then the guy who lost all his money on these businesses and had to sell it to the Asian Mafia ends up some fucking how buying all these cafes back, which releases her from the contract that she signed with the Asian Mafia, and she's able to quit. The cafe closes down because it was never profitable and somebody else ended up buying the building. That's the end of her being part of the Asian Mafia. But nobody taught this barista how to run a business. So she wasn't paying the proper taxes. And once the dust is settled, she owes the government $20,000. And it's her responsibility because she had the business license. So she's down $20,000. And she's a fucking barista. So no way in hell she's paying that. Hence, she's recently filed for bankruptcy. And that's how my sister is bankrupt. And how she got stuck with the Asian Mafia. The Asian Mafia was like, I actually worked for her during this, so I worked at that cafe. Like, these dudes would come in a different car every day with like a girl on each arm. Like that movie shit, that was real life. It was so weird. Like the original owner was just this dude who was really dumb with his money and he didn't run the cafe properly. Like when one cafe would run out of coffee beans, let's say, he would just drive to a different one of the cafes and take their coffee beans. Shitballs. Which really didn't solve the initial problem of us being low on coffee beans. So, really bad businessman, but he wasn't a bad guy.
Nothing to say. Just sending love.
Thanks, it's a Mike. Yeah. So, yeah. That's about it. My sister's a mod in the stream. Mago my ego, so... I was pretty certain it was random spawns, but now I am... certain. No, I knew before, because of the fucking... Dude, I'm stuck! Foxy, senpai, bro, I'm stuck as shit! One winter... Like, normally you really don't swim in the river, because you're gonna fucking die. But one winter, there's this concrete platform that was only like 10 feet out to the... That was only like 10 feet out in the water. And I was down by the river with some friends. And when I decided that I was gonna swim to the concrete platform, just for like shits and gigs. But I didn't want to get my pants wet, so I took off my pants. I don't think I took off my shirt though. So I was just in my undies, and I waded through this almost frozen river, probably like 2 degrees, I don't know. It wasn't, yeah. And I have never frozen so badly in my life. Like, my feet got so fucked up. If you've ever had like frozen fingers or something before, when you warm it up, it's like there's like a burn that happens. I was like in agony when my feet were heating back up, because like they froze in the river and I had to walk all the way back to my friend's house in my damp clothes. My pants still got wet because I had to put them back on after I came out of the water to walk back to my friend's house. How do you still have feet? True. I mean, yeah, frostbite, minor cases of frostbite I think are relatively normal here. I know that's quite a hot take, but...
28 saddles.
Fuck. Get me away from it. Okay. It's a little loud.
And again. All right.
They're incapable of pathing to this side. Hey guys. What's good? Not so smart now, Giga Monty. They're my fans. Oh, calm yourselves. One at a time, Giga Monty. Oh, don't you start climbing things now. Whoa, let's get... Oh, it's too rowdy, fuck, the fans are... No. Anybody here eating expired food? Once I poured myself some cereal, took a spoonful, realized the milk was expired, and just was so, yeah, grossed out. And then we had another 4-liter jug of milk. So I poured myself a new bowl of cereal and went to take a bite, and that shit was also expired. I had 2 expired milks in one day. Fuck. Oh, definitely the worst, like, gone bad food I've ever had was once I had a bag of ketchup chips and there was brown mush at the bottom. We'll never forgive ketchup chips for that incident. I was traumatized. Whatever, I wanted that actually. Thanks to the $2. Green fish.
You're welcome.
Thanks to the $2 green fish. Oh. Chat reviews faked runs. Hey, speaking of faked runs, I'm probably not gonna make a video on any fake runs, because at this point, if I made a video on fake runs, it would get it more attention than... Like, the reason I made the videos with the last Poppy Playtime about the faked runs is because they got more attention than a lot of real speedruns, but so far, that's not happening. Here's a fake run by the same guy who made them last time. If you've watched my calling them out videos, yeah, I know, but if I called them out, it would give them more attention than their videos are getting. Because when this guy did fake runs of Chapter 1, it got like 200,000 views. It got an insane amount of views. But look at his fake run. It's at 1.2 thousand. Like half of that is just us ripping on him in the Speedrun Discord. This is a cheated run, okay, chat? We're just gonna rip this apart. Fuck it, we're doing this right now. This is a cheated run. It's a 636. That's like a really bad any percent run. This is worse than my PB. World record is 2 minutes faster than this. So see if you can pick it apart. First of all, he starts his timer in the fucking main menu. So see if you can pick out the problems. How is he verified? A couple of videos that got millions of views. You can make fake videos that get millions of views. Oh. Did you guys see that? This is actually, I don't know, like this is fake. This is cheated. But to his credit, I don't even know where the splice is. It's laggy enough that fucking he could splice it anywhere. Might have been right there. Might have been right here, maybe. The splice in the missing frames. Who knows? Either way, this is not how it works. You don't even hear the door opening. It's spliced and the door is opened. I assume he opened a cheat engine and just deleted the asset of the door in the splice. I don't really know. Either way, that's the first fake. Now here's another crazy part of the run, because you know I already watched this shit. You know I did. He doesn't do MILF skip. And he listens to the entire mommy speech. Like, imagine cheating a run and also including, like, the 2-minute mommy thing. World record is in the train, already choo-chooing at this point. Now, I'm just gonna let you guys have this. This is... Oh, yes. Press the button. Miss the handle. This is all part of the strats, guys. Oh, you gotta press the handles that don't work. You gotta miss the handle that doesn't work 3 or 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Got it. You missed the handle 7 times. Okay. You touch the green hand with your blue hand. That doesn't work. Okay. This is important. You better be writing this down. You go underneath the train. Just kind of hang out for a while. The hangout part is important. And then you can fall out of the map here. There's a kill box. I really want to make a... In chapter 1, you would just fall into the void permanently. In this game, there's a kill box. If you fall too far, you die. So, he dies. He's dead. Wow. I wonder where his checkpoint magically becomes... Whoa! Holy shit! He's in the train! You know that checkpoint that just puts you exactly in the train? That's crazy! Whoa! Magical. Truly magical. Oh! Got the password first try? What a lucky guy. This is a good run, chat. Holy smokes. And then he rides the whole train. I mean, honestly, if I were to make a fake run, dude, I'd skip the train. Fuck that. That's 2 minutes gone. I just want to know, does he pull the lever at the right time even? Yeah, I apologize for the FPS. It'll be done soon. What? Wrong handle, bro. You gotta stop the train with the brake, not the accelerator. Alright. Well, that's done. So, yeah, fake run, it's like worse than the time we were getting 12 hours into release. Bit of an L. Bit of an L for sure. Oh, here's my comment. Look at this Chad comment. LMAO. Our poor guy is a little out of touch. World record's 4:30. Maybe you can get sub 6 if you don't start your timer in the main menu. Now that like Poppy Woppy's properly fallen off and his videos get no views, He's pretty funny. It's cheap, it's dirty. I got no respect for it, but it's pretty funny. When I made the first expose video, I had like 300 YouTube subs, guys. His speedrun was up to like 20,000 views, and I was just pissed. I was pissed off, so I made a video. You know, it's at like 900,000 views now, but when I posted it, you know, on its first day, it only got like 100 views. So it really was like this little guy trying to crush this angry fake run. And yeah, it worked. I did end up crushing him fairly effectively. My gaming chair does have a toilet in it. I just get up sometimes to give you guys the impression that I go to the bathroom normally. Otherwise, you'd be like, wait a second.
Your restaurant
Holding it in for 4 hours?
open.
It's a little sus. But most of the time I just go in the chair. There has to be a difference. Alright, once we get like a piss clown successful, remember the size, because we're gonna go back to our main man. Is it smaller? I don't know. I can't tell. Or is the circle bigger? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot this. And then we're gonna do the lemonade cloud, and I'm gonna screenshot that, and then we'll like overlay them in Photoshop or something. How does that sound? All right, we have clown A, and we're going to put on clown B. All right, clown A, clown B. Oh, you know what? Okay. The piss clown circle is significantly bigger. Look at the circle differences, guys. The kids are the same size, though. It's the same size, but the piss clown circle is way bigger. It's not the neck guy. Oh, yes, obviously. Hey, look, it kind of looks like they're cheering if you do it like this. Yeah, I died to the clown. Mostly the owl, though. 3, 2, 1, dead. Close. As long as we're talking about me climbing through weird tunnels that I shouldn't climb through, or weird places that I shouldn't climb. You know how sometimes, I don't know if this is gonna be just Canada thing. You know how sometimes under like highways, there will be those little like round metal tunnels that I'm assuming have to do with storm draining, but like they're pretty nasty. Okay, they're quite nasty. And once one of my friends dared me to climb through one, I pretty much had to crawl through it. So again, I took off my pants so that I wouldn't have to get them dirty, but I ended up getting like pretty sick because it was so nasty. Yeah, they're hella gross. Yeah, I agree. It didn't help that I was allergic to his cats too. So like my body was fighting an allergy and I had to go through that shit. Pretty unfortunate stuff.
Okay, now it's one of these buttons. Wait, where'd chat go? What? What? Chat! Chat, I lost you. Oh, you're back. You're back. Hello.
It's so weird. I hate his position too. I really hate his like open thighs position. It is a bit too inviting IMO. It is kind of sus. He's just sitting on his bed. He's like, yeah, just spray that watering can all over me, little beaver. And he's got like his baby mushrooms like nibbling on my toes. It's kind of weird. I was actually gone this past week, hence no uploads. Now I'll be right back at it, and hope everyone has a good start to their summer.